We have a long and distinguished history. It was started in 1888 by a group of women who decided there was a need to help people who were in trouble, families who were in trouble. So we had a very informal operation. Of course, I wasn't around in 1888, but we had a very informal operation until June of 1933, when the agency was incorporated. And over the years, we've had different names, and the name that we use today is Jewish Family Service of Greater Wilkes-Barre, and it's a full-fledged social service agency.
As Jews and anybody really, we are charged with taking care of those who are less disadvantaged, support the poor and those who need assistance. So there's a very positive value through Judaism to do that, to take care of the poor, the widow, the orphan, and people need help, and more they need financial assistance, and often they get into a situation where they just can't manage themselves, either stress through employment or family problems, whether it's an illness or some problem with parents and children, teenagers, that they just need help and there's nowhere else to turn.
We help them find jobs, we help them with food, we help them sometimes with short-term financial assistance with utility bills and that sort of thing. And as a counselor, I like to think that I, pour out my best suggestions to the clients we have in ways that I think they might improve their lives or reduce some of the stress and anxiety that they have in their lives.
Tikkun Olam is a concept of helping to make the world a better place, repair, fix the world, and the Jewish Family Service seems to be poised perfectly to help accomplish that on an individual basis with folks who are experiencing challenges in their own personal lives, families that are going through difficult transitions, having difficult either financial, economic, social issues going on, problems with specific children, and then individuals and larger groups within the community that need assistance, need help in all different kinds of ways.
Although the two institutions that I directly work for are exclusively Jewish institutions, the idea of humanitarian aid and to take care of our neighbors, that is a universal value, and part of what we're teaching to our children and to ourselves is that we have to care for everyone. Of course, we have immediate needs from the Jewish community, but that does not preclude being aware, sensitive, and responding to greater needs as well.
And once they come in the door, whether they're Jewish, non-Jewish, it doesn't really matter. I've counseled people from 12 up until literally 95. I saw a 95-year-old gentleman a couple weeks ago. He was amazing. He's sharp as a tack and just had some things he wanted to talk about with regard to his love interest and his financial situation. So you never know what's happening, and that's part of what keeps it interesting.
We have 14 what I define as major programs of service, and that includes some that we've already mentioned. That's counseling, case management, student aid, small business assistance, employment opportunities. We have a food pantry inside the facility that houses Jewish Family Service. That's a very important aspect of what we do. We have a holiday assistance program, so Thanksgiving we'll provide gift certificates for turkeys to needy families in the community.
Where there are members in the community who are in need of some assistance, either with financial need assistance is the basics that I have the most contact with Jewish Family Services. They provide counseling services, and they've been there to provide driving and just helping people out, as well as Meals on Wheels. They do a lot of services that can't be provided elsewhere in the community.
I think the community's shown that it's willing to help by giving time, energy, ways other than just digging into their pockets, although they've done that as well. I think the community's been pretty generous. One of the techniques that JFS has used is to honor folks who have done good things that reflect the values of Jewish Family Service at their annual meeting. and at other times during the year. And that helps to bring people out. It helps to highlight the important work that JFS does. And again, it really pushes forward the idea the values are so important to JFS, and it wants to get those out into the community too.
The Kids Care Club is a national organization. Jewish Family Service has the only local chapter in Wyoming Valley, and we've been doing this for about 8 years now. And what we do is we go visit schools and camps and different civic groups where children are, and we teach them the importance of volunteering by having them perform a service learning project hands-on to help other people. It's very important to teach them so they learn compassion for other people. They learn that there's people less fortunate, and importantly, they learn to volunteer at an early age. So once they get the feeling of volunteering, they will continue to volunteer in most cases, and they take that into adulthood. And it also makes them feel connected to the community.
We collaborate with JFS regarding the students in the school and their families, as well as from the synagogue. For example, we have charitable funds for which we coordinate so that we end up providing proper assistance for the families, not too much to one and then not enough for the others, so we sort of balance out. We also try to match needs. If we have somebody in the community that, for example, has been laid off, and I know somebody in the community that has a business that could possibly use unskilled labor, for example, we can make the connection to try to help people out. So really, it falls into two categories. One category is in terms of providing services, and the other one is in terms of giving financial assistance.
One of their mission statements of Jewish Family Service is to enhance the life of the community in which you live. So by offering a student loan program, it allows me to meet my educational goals, and by meeting my educational goals, they allow me to reach what I was hoping to achieve in college, and their program certainly benefits the community.
The idea is to promote a sense of obligation, responsibility to care for others in the community.
You know, it's nice to have that kind of an anchor in a community like the Jewish Community Center is, and we're an offshoot as Jewish Family Services. So, you know, I think we provide some stability. We're, you know, kind of a rock for a lot of those folks, and have been for many, many decades. So I think in that way we strengthen the community.
Jewish Family Services and Howard, and I'm sure many of the other people who you may have interviewed will tell you, quote unquote, it's a unique agency because it's so small, but it's a very personable agency. And I've worked in several agencies, and very large ones and small ones. And here, the services that are provided are for need, not because they have to, but they really want to make a difference. The people that work here, they really want to make a difference. They're passionate about their positions and what they do in the community.
People who see this, I hope, will have a much better understanding of what Jewish Family Service is all about, what some of our programs and services are, and that we are available at any time for someone to call, write, use the computer, look at our website, and find out that we are available for assistance.